It's the most affordable jet you can buy, but don't let the price tag fool you. The Cirrus G2 Vision Jet may cost less than $3 million, but owning one comes with surprises, maintenance, insurance, upgrades, and hourly costs that add up fast. Today, we're breaking down the real cost of owning the Vision Jet and whether it's worth it. The cabin. Let's start where you'll be spending most of your time: the cabin. The Vision Jet G2 Plus doesn't just transport you, it cocoons you in luxury while defying every expectation you might have about single-engine aircraft. The numbers tell the story. We're looking at a cabin that's 12 feet and 4 inches long, 5 feet and 2 inches wide, and 4 feet and 1 inch tall. Step inside, and you're greeted by what Cirrus calls their automotive-inspired interior. Think BMW meets Boeing. The cabin accommodates up to 5 adults with 2 captain's chairs that swivel, recline, and adjust in ways that would make a luxury car jealous. The cabin windows are oversized, 50% larger than typical general aviation aircraft, flooding the interior with natural light and providing views that make every flight feel like a sightseeing tour. The real genius lies in the connectivity options. Built-in USB charging ports, power outlets, and wireless device charging pads keep you connected to your business empire even at 35,000 feet. One feature that continuously impresses passengers is the baggage compartment. Located in the nose of the aircraft, it provides 60 cubic feet of storage space. Enough room for golf clubs, ski equipment, or several weeks' worth of luggage for the entire family. And here's the kicker. It's heated and pressurized, so your expensive wine collection or sensitive electronics travel in the same comfortable environment you do. The cockpit. Moving forward to the business end of the aircraft, the cockpit of the Vision Jet G2 Plus represents everything modern about general aviation. This isn't your grandfather's aircraft panel loaded with analog gauges and cryptic switches. Instead, you're looking at what Cirrus calls their Perspective Touch Plus flight deck, powered by Garmin's latest G3000 technology. The centerpiece is 3 high-definition displays that provide crystal-clear information about every aspect of your flight. Cirrus has simplified complex aviation tasks through intuitive touchscreen interfaces. Planning a flight? Touch the screen, enter your destination, and the system automatically calculates routes, fuel requirements, and weather considerations. It's like having a personal flight planning department built into your cockpit. The Vision Jet G2 Plus also features what Cirrus calls Safe Return, essentially an autopilot system that can land the aircraft automatically in case of pilot incapacitation. Think about that for a moment. Your passengers can literally press a button, and the aircraft will navigate to the nearest suitable airport, communicate with air traffic control, and land itself. It's technology that was pure science fiction just a decade ago. Weather radar integration means you can see storm cells up to 300 miles away, with the system automatically suggesting route deviations to keep your flight smooth. For the pilot who's transitioning from traditional aircraft, the real beauty of the Vision Jet lies in its forgiving flight characteristics and automated systems that reduce pilot workload dramatically. Stick around until the end to see the real numbers behind what it costs to operate this technological marvel per hour, and why the answer might surprise even seasoned jet owners. Engine and performance. Now let's talk about what makes this bird fly. The heart of the Vision Jet G2 Plus is a single Williams FJ 33.5A turbofan engine mounted above the fuselage. Before you raise an eyebrow about single-engine reliability, understand that this isn't your typical piston engine. This is a proven turbofan power plant that's been refined over decades of operation. The engine produces 1,900 pounds of thrust, propelling the Vision Jet to a maximum cruise speed of 345 miles per hour. The real magic happens in the flight experience itself. The Vision Jet climbs to its maximum altitude of 28,000 feet in just 18 minutes. That means you're above most weather, air traffic, and turbulence faster than it takes to drive across town in rush hour traffic. Range is where this aircraft truly shines for the practical owner. With full fuel, you're looking at 1,200 miles of range with IFR reserves. That's enough to fly from New York to Miami, Los Angeles to Denver, or London to Rome without stopping. The fuel efficiency numbers are equally impressive, burning approximately 50 to 60 gallons per hour, compared to larger jets that consume 2 to 3 times that amount. The landing and takeoff performance opens up airports that larger jets simply can't access. The Vision Jet needs only 3,000 feet of runway, meaning you can land at smaller airports closer to your final destination. This isn't just convenient, it's a game changer for time-sensitive business travel. One feature that sets the Vision Jet apart from every other aircraft in the sky is the Cirrus Airframe Parachute System, or CPS. In the unlikely event of an emergency that can't be handled through normal procedures, the pilot can deploy a parachute that brings the entire aircraft, passengers included, safely to the ground. It's the ultimate insurance policy, and it's saved lives in real-world situations. Costs. Now, for the moment you've been waiting for. What does it actually cost to own a Vision Jet G2 Plus? The base price starts at approximately $3 million. With premium options, expect that to reach $3.5 million or higher. But here's the perspective you need. Comparable twin-engine jets typically start around $5 to $7 million, making the Vision Jet a relative bargain. However, the purchase price is only part of the ownership equation. For the Vision Jet G2 Plus, you're looking at approximately $400,000 to $500,000 per year in total operating costs, assuming you fly 150 hours annually. Breaking that down, insurance runs $30,000 to $50,000 per year. Hangar costs range from $20,000 annually in smaller markets to over $100,000 in premium locations like Teterboro. Maintenance represents the largest expense. Annual inspections, routine maintenance, and engine reserves typically total $150,000 to $200,000 per year. Fuel costs at current prices and 150 hours of annual flying run $60,000 to $70,000 per year. The Williams engine has a time between overhaul interval of 5,000 hours, with overhaul costs running approximately $400,000 to $500,000. For those not ready for full ownership, charter rates typically range from $3,000 to $4,000 per flight hour. Fractional ownership programs start around $600,000 for a 1/8 share, with monthly management fees additional. The depreciation story for Vision Jets has been relatively positive compared to other aircraft categories. Strong demand and limited production numbers have helped maintain values. When you factor in tax implications and operational flexibility, the Vision Jet represents an entry point into jet ownership that many use as a stepping stone before potentially moving up to larger aircraft. If you enjoyed this glimpse into the world of ultimate luxury, a like and a subscription would mean the world. And for those who dream of flying in style, click right here to watch our video on the real cost of owning a Bombardier Challenger 3500. See you in the skies.